What is up, everybody? Timberverse here today. So we're going to talk about Best Buy having Cyberpunk 2077 for $10 yesterday. For $10, and I was like, this is a great deal for the game. People were saying, but I am still kind of disappointed. I bought this game at release window because I read the reviews. Then we got bamboozled. Well, I read the reviews from all these different websites, but when you figured out that all these reviews are from the PC version, not the console version, so definitely got bamboozled out of my hard-earned money for this game. I played the game for around like 5 to 10 hours, but it kept like crashing. It was super buggy, so I put the game down. But for $10, and I think they did a lot of patches, it's probably safe to play right now. But if it's still like super buggy, I would not play this game. So people were talking about this deal because it was definitely a trending topic because this game for $10 it was like a highly anticipated game that people were waiting a lot of time for. It's now reduced to being only $10 after, I don't know how long has the game been out for. It's like $10 now. So somebody says, go buy it, quit waiting for the patch on consoles. It'll mostly be the same game, and playing it with ray tracing at 30 FPS is not what you wanted. If you have an Xbox Series X, go buy it. I love the game regardless. Sorry, but I'm waiting for the next gen patch. I bought the game at launch though and didn't refund. Yeah, I didn't refund it either. I probably should have refunded my copy. I was like, hey, I'm just waiting for them to fully do it, but I don't know how long it's gonna take from like fully like make sure fully all the patches are completely done. Is like no bugs whatsoever. That's why I want to experience the game because yeah, I just had to quit that game because it was way too buggy and it kept crashing. And it was really pissing me off playing that game. So he says, game runs fine, looks great on Series X. I would recommend it to anyone on next gen who doesn't give a F about Twitter hate mob opinions. See, that's the thing when people say that. It was not a hate mob opinion. It was rightful opinions because the game was super buggy and unplayable. For a person who played the game at launch on PS5, my game kept crashing, so it wasn't a hate mob. It's because you people are like diehard fanboys. There was a big issue with that game at launch, and the hate for that game was rightfully so. So, now it's playable. Now it is playable, but I would recommend playing it on next gen update when it's released. I played the first mission on Series X, and it sucked. LOL. Oh yeah, also in it came with steelbook as well, but I don't care about the steelbooks. Do you think people will still play it even if they give it for free? Yeah, it's not a bad game except the bugs, bro. I bought it at launch, effing terrible decision. Played it for a few hours and have no urge to go back to that dump. Also, still no next gen upgrade. Still no next gen update for my PS5. Same here, $60 waited. $60 wasted. See, a lot of people just feel like they wasted money on this game, and I'm in that same camp. They're gonna have to pay people to play it. This LOL, they ain't gonna die for me until they're trying to pull off that stunt. LOL. False advertising. Xbox One, PS4, because that game was super unplayable on PS4. I think that game was around like 10 frames per second. Then you have fanboys defending that game. I remember that saga of the gaming community. Yeah, diehard fanboys defending even the PS4 version of that game. It was like 10 frames per second, and it was like so ridiculous. Weird. I bought it last night after midnight. Figured for $10, why not? Okay. Geez, that game flopped. Sure, over 17 million copies is such a flop. Wow. But how many of those copies were refunded? How many of those copies people felt they were ripped off? So, and sure, you can say they sold 17 million copies, but a lot of those people are probably pissed off customers at this point. So, their next franchise that CD Projekt Red makes is probably not going to do that well because you got the reception of this Cyberpunk game, which was wildly hyped, being a ripoff. So I don't know if I would brag about that number. I don't think that number is anything to brag about because they have a bad reception now because of this game and the shenanigans they did with this game. So this person says, bought it. This is the right price I've been waiting for. I wish I would have paid $10 for this game. Of course, the $10 is like you're not gonna be that angry than paying us the full 60. So. Not sure if the base console tears or PS5 boys crying in the comments. LOL. That is only for PS4 and Xbox One. Price sounds about right. Just a little spit take on reading this. My first only thought was $10. Why is it still so much? Jeez. I don't think anyone paying even that amount after what the game turned out to be. It's a perfectly fine game if it was $10 on PC, but on console still sounds like a dicey proposition. This is still at this price. Recommend grabbing it, to be honest. Thanks for the heads up. I just jumped on this deal. Too bad the sale is for physical disc only. Mediocre game that's super buggy. Played it on PC, so it didn't really crash. It was just super buggy. Worth it for $10 and a free steelbook in the US though. Should be free. Put that $10 toward a good game instead. So he got Healers for 20 on PC. Okay. Kind of mad that I paid $50 and still haven't played it due to all the issues. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing with me too. I paid 60, and I pretty much just waited for them to fully update it so I can actually enjoy the game. It's supposed to be intended to be played, so kind of wasted that amount of money as well, to be honest. Social media did a number on this game. Sure, it has problems and there's a feeling of missed opportunities, but it still is one of the best games of the last few years. Maybe if you played it on PC, then sure. We played on console, and it wasn't that great. Accurately priced, LMAO. Americans getting the sweet deals again, LOL. Sad, still too much. If it isn't worth it, try to throw your money to garbage can far, and you will have more fun than playing the game. It's horrible. Let's see. Not now is the key word. Obviously, it will get better. Does it work for PS5 or will there be a PS5 game or no? I think they're still. I don't know if they released the next gen patch or not yet. I don't know. And it still seems too high for basically just Watch Dogs. This game is worth more than $10 in my experience, so you would be a fool not to grab it for this price. My goodness, what a flop! Nervously glances at my full price retail copy. $1 for each frame, not bad. Still better than any Switch game at 10 FPS for $60. You can't patch mediocrity, but who knows, maybe a really well made DLC can save the worst RPG in modern day history. Let's see. I recommend those with next gen consoles to get it. This has difference without MF on Twitter telling you it's trash. The ending of Cyberpunk is probably the worst I've seen. Everything is just pointless. Not to mention how disappointed people were when you couldn't be a corporal in Corporal Life Path. Wouldn't even buy for a dime. Yeah, so even at $10, people were still hesitant on buying this game. Like I said, if you waited this long before buying it, for $10, you're probably getting a great deal. I feel like me and like many others who bought it at launch, you're probably disappointed at this point. This guy says, developer of this game won't see heaven. Jeez. He says, Jesus. Damn, this is a mega plug. They should give the customers who bought it $20. Yeah, I would feel like they kind of should, to be honest. They should get like some type of credit for buying this game. To be honest, I'm not gonna lie. Some type of like some compensation for buying this game. And it's like it was super buggy. They should have made it right with everybody, to be honest. And like you got this huge PR nightmare with this game. They should have made the customers all happy who bought this game day one. So I kind of, he's probably making a joke. I'm kind of like agreeing with this. They should have gave the customers like some type of refund for this if you bought the game. Yeah, so I'm gonna conclude right here. People are still not happy with this game. So hopefully, when it's fully patched, there's like no more bugs. The game isn't just crashing left and right on consoles. It'll probably be a game I probably would definitely enjoy. But until then, I'm definitely skipping this game for right now. Yeah. So that is the video. Definitely see your thoughts down below. Leave a like if you like this video. As always, thanks for watching and peace.